Charlie, you guys kicked off NEC action really strong, getting 2 wins against both CCSU on Saturday, followed up by Bryant on Monday morning. Talk about those 2 wins and what your thoughts on the games overall.
It was a very challenging weekend for us. We had two very good opponents coming in, and with good non-conference records and schedules, and we knew we were going to have to play really well. And I thought the girls performed really well on both days. CCSU, we did a good job on defense of causing turnovers and keeping our turnovers down, which has been a problem for us lately with the youth in our lineup. And I thought we finished that game really well. We got up and we stayed in front, and every time they tried to make a run at us, we did a good job on the defensive end of creating a turnover or pushing the ball out and scoring quick. So got our scoring up a little bit in that game, and I was proud of the girls for that. In the Bryant game, again, we played about 30 minutes of the same kind of way we played against CCSU, and we got really tired down the stretch, and we were fortunate to hang on. I wouldn't say lucky because we did make some baskets down the stretch and have some key moments that it kept us winning that game, but we definitely were tired, and you can see the 2 games in 3 days had set in with our short roster, and it's something we're going to have to deal with. It's not going to change. So good to come away with a win in a learning process there and go 2-0 to start the conference.
You talked about how you guys made a couple of key plays down the end of the stretch during that Bryant game. Lumun Ali was a big part of that, knocking down 4 free throws to kind of seal the deal at the end, so it looks like. Talk about her performance and those clutch free throws, especially as a young freshman, only in her second NEC game.
She's been, showing us in practice, especially after we do a lot of grueling drills where it's, fatigue is set in and she has to use her legs and stuff on the line in practice, and she showed us that she can knock down those free throws. So we're very confident going to her, even as a freshman, that she can knock them down. And people have to remember and don't forget that, most of the time we have freshmen 1, 2, and 3 on the floor at the same time. So it's not one freshman; it's going to be the other a lot of times. So she's just somebody we have a lot of confidence in, and we have a lot of confidence in all of them. So she's stepped up so far and knocked down free throws and knocked down shots. So doing a great job for us. Has a lot to learn, a lot to work on. We're working with her every day, but shooting the balls, come very easy to her.
In those 2 games, you guys shot a lot of three-pointers, up over 40% in both games. Is that something you guys set out to do every game, or does it just kind of happen?
It just kind of happens with the kind of team we have right now. We don't come out and say, we want to, shoot a lot of threes. We kind of just say what we got, we're going to take. And Artemis creates so much cluttering inside that when the ball's passed out and swung around, people are left open. So I think it has a lot to do with just growing too. Like I think players in their earlier years, tend to do what's comfortable for them. And I think right now shooting the ball for Ravelli and Matali is something that's really natural. So they're taking the bulk of the threes, and I think it's something that's really natural. We're working with them on putting it on the floor more and getting to the basket. And I can see over the last couple of games, even CCSU, you'll see Matali, beautiful left-handed drive, get an and one, and Ravelli a couple times drove it in. One time got an and one, the other time finished it. So they're coming. It's just a matter of getting them to do a little bit more than they're used to.
Coming up this weekend, you have Monmouth on Saturday and FDU on Monday. Talk about those teams and what can we expect to see from them and what you guys have to do to extend your streak.
Well, watching Monmouth a little bit of I have so far this week. They look like the very tough, hard-nosed team again, like they always are, and they have some veterans in their lineup, especially inside. With Martin, she's a load inside to handle. Very strong kid. Definitely plays with a chip on her shoulder, and they have a lot of feisty, aggressive, physical guards. So, Monmouth's always been a battle for us every time we've played them over the years, even before the coaching change. And a lot of those players are still turned over from the prior coach that was there before. So they really haven't changed that much, as far as, there's not an overhaul of players still. And this coach has done a great job of coming in and doing a good job there. So it's, just to kick it off, it's going to be a tough game to start with. And, FDU is a team that's always on the brink of, becoming one of the, top teams in the NEC. They've always, been that team that can knock off anybody before, and now I think they're getting more consistency, and they've built the program up. So, that's going to be another tough battle. So, one game at a time, and, we're going to look at Monmouth and say, hey, give that same energy and that effort we gave, this weekend, and, hopefully we'll be in a position again to close that out. You know what I mean?
Great. Thanks, Charlie.
Thanks.